people can see us now.
Oh, the poor one.
No.
Can they also hear us?
Hello, everybody.
They can. Okay, yes.
Hi.
Get a sound check again.
Hello.
If the
If somebody in the chat can let us know if you can hear everybody, that would be cool.
Lidl, sound check, Lidl.
Exactly what I was thinking.
This show is now being sponsored.
Are some names different? I don't know. Are they?
Should they be?
Yeah, they were switched in the video feed. It's fixed now.
Okay.
we switched places, Fyodor, apparently.
Okay.
But the more important question, can you hear everybody?
No.
You're kind of you're not muted, Jay, but you're a bit muffled for some reason.
On the stream or?
Yeah, on the stream. Which is weird, because I can hear you clear in Discord.
I think this should fix it. I hope.
Not really.
Are you using the right mic? Check your Discord settings, because I don't think you're talking into the mic.
No,
you
it's
think
not
you're
Discord
talking to.
settings. It would be OBS settings, I think. Because Discord is what we're hearing, so.
Technical difficulties.
It should definitely be the right mic.
You still sound a bit muted, so I'm not sure.
Okay, what about now? I think this should be a lot better.
Yeah. Seems like
that
it.
is better.
Okay, good. Hey, from 20 minutes 2 weeks ago till 2 minutes today.
We'll get there in the end.
At some point.
I think everyone else is hearable. Not sure.
Yeah, can everybody give a little shout out so we can hear from the chat if we are understandable?
Out!
Ah!
That was me shouting out.
Okay, thanks, very happy for
Fine,
that.
Fyodor is fine. Jay is fine.
Hello. This is testing. Hello.
Hi.
Freya's
Welcome to the
fine.
fuck house.
Tis I, the Frenchiest rhyme.
Yep. Everyone's hearable.
Nice!
Nice, like the pizza pie. Cool. And now we just
Jesus.
play D&D.
I think that that's a very good idea.
I
Thank
disagree.
you for that, Robert. I don't know if any of you can actually see the stream, but the people in the stream at this point can see your character pictures together with your video feed.
That's great. I like that.
Having said that, I'm gonna do the opening. Hello, my name is Jay, and welcome to CastYourDie. I am your dungeon master for tonight, and with me is Kato,
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Freya,
Ping.
KRVG,
Luck.
Swanky,
Evening, everyone.
and last but definitely not least, our airsoft man Fyodor.
I mean, probably least, but higher.
So, we welcome to all the viewers here. Who can tell me what happened 2 weeks ago?
Lots of shit went down. Stuff happened at night between Maya, Amari, and Zeplov. I was just, the next morning, I was just eating my breakfast, just chilling out after having a good night's sleep. Not everyone had one. After breakfast, we went to the main town hall to speak to, what's his name? The High Elf. To get our money for the quest. And then things went south quite quickly.
all we did last session? Was it
I mean,
short?
last session was only an hour because.
Oh yeah, right.
I mean, yeah, there was a scene where Amari went to try and retrieve her locket from Zezroth, like before all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And then she bumped against a chair, and Zezroth was like, ah, and then Amari got really upset and pretended there was a bomb because she had a dream there was a bomb, and then she went to check under the bed for the bomb, and there wasn't a bomb, and then she just got really upset and made Zezroth cry, and took her locket back, and Zedrod finished the paid thing, but Amari didn't want it, but Zedrod kept it anyway. And Maya had a couple of meltdowns. She got a bit angry at Zedrod and Amari being children and not talking. And then she threatened a bureaucratic employee because he was being a little dingle-dangle. And then
And Fulemi was against threatening bureaucrats.
Volemy and
Until they
Karn.
pay us.
I think
Yeah.
almost everybody was against flattening the bureaucrats.
Mostly Volemy and Karn. I mean, Zedrod wasn't 100% on board with it, but they weren't doing anything about it. But anyway,
How's talking you down?
yeah, but that wasn't really doing anything. And then we eventually went to the office of the mayor, and they greeted us, and that's where we ended.
Yeah, I think that about sums it up. So that's where we're gonna pick up. You guys entered the town hall. The mayor has opened her door for you, and she's sitting there at her desk.
She opened it from her desk?
Yeah, they have some kind of contraption for that, for
No.
cinematic effect. So, what do you guys do?
Hi. So... What?
Were you still holding the high elf?
No, I put him down because you guys wouldn't let me through otherwise.
Did you say put it down or put him down?
I put him down.
Okay, just so I understand correctly.
Crikey.
The high elf you picked up was Anato, right?
Yeah, Nato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the name.
So, so yeah, I'm like, so, hi, we retrieved your paladin.
Ah, yeah. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh. I have a contract here with, which Anato signed, which we agreed upon that if we did this, he would try his best to not get, or well, try to make sure that Alisawa was not fired, and I see she's still fired.
Yes, but you guys only came in here today. But I will make I will put everything on everything to get Alisala back, because this doesn't seem her fault, and I think Anato is just a little bit of a stickler for the rules sometimes.
So you're telling me that Anato fired her?
No, Anato didn't fire her.
Or you did?
Anato didn't fire her, but Anato was waiting the bureaucratic process, just as he should, since he's a good little governmental worker. I can speed things up, and I will take a look at that, because this clearly wasn't her fault.
Yeah, it was your consul's fault.
Who?
Your consul.
Yeah, probably.
You should probably do something about that.
To be fair, none of them could have expected me being stuck there for 3 days.
Well, they could have just, you know, not sent one person in a crypt full of zombies.
Well,
I mean, I'm
zombies
pretty
were-
sure if Karn thought he was not up to it, he wouldn't have accepted it.
Fair enough. I signed and filled in a report, gave it to the young man over there. But I would have liked to also tell you in person that there was certain nefarious presences in your crypt that might have-
Allegedly.
Her, while you say this, her demeanor changes from what seems to be like a welcoming and warm demeanor to something that's a little bit more worried. She looks at you and says, go on. This is something that I think I need to know.
The door is closed behind us and make sure that there's not too much public attention, so to speak, even though it's closed off, probably it's the office. And then while I was in there and doing a routine check of most of the rooms, I got locked in and was caught off guard by a wizard of the necrotic variety, necromancer of some sort. Managed to catch me off guard, and I saw him escape through a portal rune in the one of the farther more rooms inside of the crypt to an unknown location.
That is worrying. She stands up from behind her desk and she walks towards you guys and she says, "So, Karn, you are sure that this was a necromancer?"
Done a few dances with the dead. Most of the signs were there, so to speak. You had your skeletons, your zombies, your hooded figure teleporting away. While I can't confirm 100% with 100% certainty, it does meet most of the criteria, so to speak. I didn't stop to ask him or her if what its occupation may have been.
And she listens and she walks over to the window, she looks out of the window and she ponders for a few moments, then turns around, looks at all of you and she says, "You all seem like a capable bunch of people. I mean, Karn, I know your reputation, you just got caught off guard, and you four got Karn out of the crypt with a necromancer. And I don't want a necromancer in my city. Could I hire..."
Well, good
The
thing
five
he's not
of
in your
you.
city anymore.
"Well, we are not sure of that, and I want you guys..."
Well, I will
To
go to
go
the
check
magic
it out.
tower and I will inspect the room, have them inspect the room that they used and see where they went. If they're not here, there's really no problem.
Okay, but if they are here, could you guys help us get rid of this necromancer?
What specify get rid of?
Well, preferably, we would get the necromancer to jail. But if something
Why?
happens, if an altercation happens, I don't really care. I just don't want a necromancer in my beautiful city.
Why?
Why? Because he is raising the dead. The dead always give issues. They always go after the living, always want to eat the living. And I already have somewhat of another issue that I'm dealing with, and I don't want to add this
the
necromancer
gambling?
to the list. How? You read the pamphlet, didn't you?
No.
How? I'm not fully aware of the laws regarding gambling, but how strict, how
Well,
much it's legal.
we don't allow gambling here. Gambling leads for good people to lose their money that they worked for. Gambling is something of an addictive activity that will lead to degeneracy and will make the town go backwards and make it lose its, how do you say it? It makes it lose its prestige. And I don't want it. It's not allowed here and we want to get rid of it. Especially the gambling that's happening at this point, because it seems to be getting worse and worse.
Yeah, you know why that is? Because you made it illegal, you dumb fuck.
I'm not gonna tolerate you talking to me like that.
I don't
so...
give a shit. So, here's the thing. You made it illegal. That means people are going to do it behind your back in illegal ways, making things more illegal, making it harder, making it worse. And the harder you crack down on it, the worse it's gonna get. The best thing you can do is make it legal and regulate it.
And
At this
with a
point,
platform like that, you should run for mayor in the coming 4 years. Maybe you can change it. But this is what we're doing here.
I step in between Maya and the mayor's like, alright. And I look down like, alright, if you want to change it, make sure you get like a City Major. Ma'am, I do apologize for my what's the word again? For my Ganassi friend. Was it Ganassi?
Alarian.
Ilarian.
You don't speak for me.
You speak for me?
No.
Anyway, about the necromancy quest. What does it pay?
It pays a fee of 500 gold points for each of you, but before you go, you can go and visit the mages, and you can get a note from me to see if they have some equipment that they can give you to help you on your quest.
We'll discuss it between the five of us, if that's okay.
I would like an answer before the end of the day.
Yeah, it's fine. It's still morning, so it's no rush. When
Are you gonna get Alisawa hired again before the end of the day?
As I said, I'm gonna speed up the process. I'm gonna try and get her back before the end of the day.
Okay, we'll speed up our process as well.
Before we set off and actually continue on this search, have you had any other problems with necromancy or necromancers before? Does the town have any history of it in any way?
There have been necromancers trying to get access to the crypts before, because this city is built upon, ancient crypts, so there's a lot of potential for necromancy here, but so far none have succeeded. This is the first one that's actually succeeded since we built this town here.
So, why was this town built here?
Because we have a strategic location here, we have a decent port town here, we are on one of the outlying islands. There wasn't really a town here to begin with, so there was a lot of potential here.
I heard that it was kind of the Mage's Tower's choice.
They were one of the founding members, yes. I don't know why they chose this spot though. That's
Probably because of the burial ground.
Could be. I don't know, and I don't really care that much.
Figures.
Anyway, thank you for your time. We will leave you to it now, and we will discuss it in peace. Have a good day, and I leave the office.
I follow.
I weirdly smiled at the mayor and Lee as well.
Would I know if I know I asked this before, but I forgot. Like, do I know this city? Like, do I know her? Maybe not personally, but like, are there connections?
You don't know the mayor personally, but with your background, you do know that Cult is one of the bigger city rivals to the town where you came from. Both of you are both of those towns are a big power in the area, have a lot of resources, a lot of prestige, and they are kind of not actually fighting about it, but there's a little bit of political intrigue going to who is going to be the stronger power in the region.
Okay, then I would wait until everyone has left the room. If everyone's going to leave.
Yep, I've left.
Sticking behind a bit as well.
Okay.
I
I walk up to her and is she sitting down? Is she standing up?
She's watching while all of you are walking out. She's walking back to her desk and she's sitting back at her desk.
Okay, I lean forward a bit and I say, just so you're aware, Aniel is watching this, and I walk out.
What? Okay. She looks up and she watches you walk away and she looks back down and she's, I don't know what's happening here. Okay. So, you guys left the office. What do you want to do?
As I'm
Amatok still with us?
Sorry?
Is Amatok still with us? Or did he stay in the office?
I think Anato went back to his own office as soon as
Okay.
you guys were with the mayor.
Also, did we find our ward again?
I don't know.
Before I
I forgot any
leave
music.
behind Amari, I'll turn back towards the mayor and say, I think I might have a lead on the gambling thing, but I need to be more sure about my case, and I need to do a bit more digging before I can actually turn up with something that might be of value.
Well, if you do, I would be very grateful.
Are there any actual members of the criminal organizations or any names you can actually put on it already? A mob,
Well, besides
group of some
the
sort.
ringleader, of which you found a pamphlet outside, we have nothing, is what she says to you. So you know that you actually have more than the mayor at this point has, because you have the coin that can show you where they are.
Yeah. I'll say, well, I'll see what I can do. Thank you for your time, and I head back, close the door respectfully, and then.
Before you close the door, she says, "And Karn, please be careful. I don't want to send out another group to come and get you."
I'll try not to get ambushed by another necromancer. Yeah, I'll keep my eye out. Stumble out.
So, you guys just had your meeting with the mayor. What do you want to do?
I'm not working for her.
Well,
Time
I
of
hope
day
that
is it?
because it's pretty much space a lot, you know.
I hate her face, and I hate her personality, and she is a terrible person, and she's just a bureaucratic sheep, and I hate people like her. She doesn't give a shit about people or their lives or anything but herself, and I do not want to work for her.
Excellent.
There,
Well,
if she
I wish you-
didn't-
Still gives a lot of money, and necromancers are bad, right?
Why? Why are they bad?
Because you should let the dead rest.
Why?
Because
Animating a
they've done their
corpse.
time already.
Animating a corpse is not bringing back the souls from the dead. It's just a corpse.
It's still disrespectful.
Anyway, I wish you well for your election campaign to become a new major. And as I said, I walk off towards the jeweler we saw yesterday.
First, I'm gonna let the discussion take place within the group about what you're going to do.
That's fair.
I'm going to the mage tower.
So you are going to check up on the necromancer.
No, I want to go there in the first place.
Okay, then I will join you anyway, because I do want to check out what the necromancer thing is all about.
Okay, can I maybe go with you guys? Because, like, that would be cool.
Sure, you can
Sure.
tag along.
Nice, thanks.
And Amari, you're also tagging along, or?
Yep.
Okay. Vladimir is gonna go to the jeweler, right?
Yes.
Okay, so well, then we're gonna do Vladimir's thing first, and then we're gonna have a look in the mage's tower. So, Vladimir, you come to the jeweler. Is there something specific you're looking for?
No, I just want to talk to the person inside. The jeweler, basically.
Okay, you come inside, and behind the register, you see a gnome with a bald spot, gray hair, going in every kind of direction, like he's been electrocuted for a little bit. He has one of those glasses for his eye, and there's a little
Twinkle?
A monocle?
a monocle, but a monocle with another
Chain.
Magnification.
Oh,
magnifying glass. Thank
Yeah.
you. And he's looking at a gem, and you hear him murmuring to himself, like, "Yes, great quality, great quality." And he hasn't noticed you yet, because he's way into his work.
I say good morning.
You startle him, and he drops what seems to be a ruby on the register, and he looks up, and he's looking at you with one normal-sized eye and one eye that looks way too big because he still has the magnifying glass there, and he looks very startled. And he's, yes, can I help you?
Yes. I take out my badge from the Stronghold organization. Like, do you have any contact with the Strongbox organization at all?
Strongbox? Here? Well, I do. My next of kin, he has some contacts within the Strong, but it will take a while. Can I, do you want me to give him a specific message? Do I need to check anything? Can I see that, please?
Yeah, I've got a message, and I hold out and as I said, I hold out an envelope, but the envelope has a wax seal with my signet ring on it, which I need to get to the Strongbox organization as quickly as possible, if it's possible, of course. Who is your next of kin who does have contact with them? Does he live in town?
Yeah, I don't know exactly. It's been so long since I saw him, but I do know he lives in one of the towns that you guys work with.
Yeah. Well, as you can tell, we're quite far from the towns. So I do need to get a message as soon as possible. So he doesn't live nearby then.
No, it's gonna take at least 3 to 4 weeks before the message is there, and then I still need to get a reply back.
Right. Well, don't worry about the reply back. I just need them to get this message. So 3 weeks is the quickest you can do. That's the quickest the local message system, postal system works.
Yeah, but you know, the infrastructure here isn't that great. I have to get it on a ship, and the ship has to go back to the mainland, and from the mainland it has to go to one of the bigger cities where it will be gone by postal pony, and then we have to get it there, and we don't have to get any issues with the bandits, and maybe this is gonna take 5 to 6 weeks. I really don't know.
Alright, excellent. I will consider it. And as I say this, I want to look around just to see, are there any any good-looking stones, any good-looking rings or something, arm rings?
Is there anything specific you're looking out for?
Just inquiring into an arm ring, if anything strikes my fancy.
You see that they are good quality regarding where you are. I mean, you are in a town that it's a reasonable town, but still, it's not like one of the bigger cities that you know from the mainland. So, regarding, it's good for what you can expect here, but you've seen way better.
Alright. Well, I just go with, I like your wares, and if I do want a message sent out, I'll come back to you by the end of today. Thanks, and I just leave.
Bye! And he gets the ruby back, and he starts looking at it again and inspecting it.
As I leave, do I see the group walking towards the Mage Tower, or can I assume they've gone to the Mage Tower, or?
I'm pretty sure you can assume that they're going to the Mage Tower.
Excellent! Guess where I'm going?
The inn.
Yeah, almost. Anyway, I'm gonna head towards the Mage Tower as well.
Okay, good. So you guys arrive at the Mage Tower at some point. Does anybody before you arrive? Is there anybody who wants to do anything while you're walking through Cult?
I want to inspect Karn's equipment.
Is there any?
I just want to see what he's wearing.
Okay.
Are you hiding anything, or are you just wearing your equipment, Karn?
I'm just wearing my equipment.
Then give
What
a
is that
description
exactly?
of what it is.
You can see, well, the same thing as what you see in Eclipse mostly, but a bit more polished up. You can see suit of armor, chainmail with a white and red tabard draped over it. Mostly white with red tints on the side and a red emblem in the center. 2 long swords holstered in their scabbards off to the left side.
What are the scabbards made of?
Just leather. Nothing special.
Okay. That's all.
and a big bag on his back.
Okay.
That's about it. Doesn't seem too royally dressed up, so to speak.
That's fine. Cool. Alright, that was all I wanted to know.
And I'm not necessarily looking for something. I'm just making sure that I am walking as far away from Zedroth as I can without being like suspicious or without, you know, walking away from the group. I'm just like distancing myself. And you know, looking around if I see for like I'm just keeping my eye out for like people that are heavily armed or that look like very muscly. But apart from that, I'm just walking along.
Okay. So while you guys are doing that, you're getting close to the Mage's Tower, and at some point you arrive. And the tower seems to be made out of some kind of grayish stone, but where all the other buildings are actually built up of bricks or wood or logs or rough stone, this seems to be entirely smooth, as if it's been naturally formed into the tower. There has been no digging, no cutting, no chipping, nothing. And there are two doors, two giant, giant is a bit big. I think the doors are 3 meters high or something, made out of sturdy oak, reinforced with iron bands and like nails in there to make sure that it's pretty sturdy. And the tower is, I think, somewhere 12 meters high and towers all above the city of Kalt. At the top, you see a red shingle roof, and on the way there, you see all kinds of windows that are where there's glass in there. So this looks like an extremely expensive and strong building to all of you.
I try to open the door.
Before you
Are there guards there, or
you don't see any guards. Before you even you put your hand on the door, and the door, without that you have to put any force into it, the door just swings open to the inside, and you guys are met into a hall where there is like a mosaic on the floor. I think that the room is about 2.5 meters high. It's the base of the tower. You see a winding stairway go up, and there is a desk there, like one of those envision a reception desk you would get at a modern day office building, but then take it back about 1,000 years. And there is a man sitting there, in what you assume to be a wizard's robe, writing with a quill and ink, and he's not looking up at you, he's just continuing his writing.
I walk up to the desk.
Hello.
Well, hello! What can I do for you?
Well, do I assume you guys have a teleportation service?
Yeah, we do, but that's just for members of the Mage's Tower.
Uh-huh.
Do you also know something about raising the dead or something?
He looks up. You see a little bit of shock in his eye.
Asking for a friend, of course.
I chuckle a bit and I say, nothing to worry about, my friend. The mayor has sent us here to follow up on an investigation that was done on the crypts recently. And we require some materials that might aid in the investigation of teleportation circles and such occurrences.
Can I just
I hadn't heard from the mayor that she already had found a team to do that.
Can I just real quick ask for DM? Can you tell me when I joined the group in the tower as well?
I think you come walking in right now, but the door is closed, so you experience the same thing as Maya as soon as you try to open it.
I tried to knock. I'm polite.
The moment your knuckles touch, the door opens and you're going.
I think he's very
Muted.
The moment you knock, your knuckles touch the wood. The door opens and you go. You almost fall in.
I stumble in. Okay, excellent.
Well, how nice of you to join us.
Hey, follow me.
Is he
Hi, sweetie.
is he part of your group?
He is.
Okay, good.
Anato said he would like pull some strings for us here so that we could get access to stuff. Maybe. Did he do that at all?
Oh no, not Anato. Oh, not that.
Yeah.
He sighs.
I agree.
I wanted to get an expansion to my house. I went to him because I worked with him. It took him 4 weeks to realize that. Why? Because of the bureaucratic process. I hate that guy.
I imagine you guys have to deal with a lot of red tape as well.
Well, we don't actually. It's mostly him.
Okay, seems like we need to get rid of him then. Anyway, so how can I get access to the teleportation circle?
Well, I would have to get in contact with the head of the teleportation division that we have here, but I'm pretty sure that's not an issue if you guys are the party that is sent by the mayor.
Well, we are, so we shouldn't be a problem.
I don't. Technically, we are, but also I don't like her. But could I? Do you have like long distance communication here?
Oh yeah, we definitely do. And he pulls out what seems to be a shell, like a big seashell.
Mm-hmm.
And you can. I don't know who do you want to reach? I mean, because the partner shell has to be there. I don't know. Is there somebody particular you're thinking about?
Yes, I want to contact Serhadak in Kalish.
Oh, let me look if we have a long distance shell there, and he pulls out a ledger. Kalish. How do you spell that?
K-A-L-E-I-S-H.
Yeah, okay, Kalish. And who did you want to contact?
Serhadak.
And what's the function of this person?
President of Spectrum Scientifics.
Ah, yes. Yes, I have it here, and he looks at the shell and he does a little magic work on the shell. And here, so you can reach him.
Thank you. I take some distance from the group.
He's busy calling whoever that is. Do you have any special materials that might help us with our investigation, or do you have a professional that you might be able to lend to us to aid?
Well, I can. I don't have any personally. I mean, I'm only an initiate, so this is my job here. But I can set you up with the master enchanter. I mean, he has some stuff that he offered the mayor for the group who wants to do this. So.
Well, no, that would be just terrific.
That would be probably perfect.
Let me. I'll make sure he gets here. And he does a swirl with his hand, and a white origami swan flies away with a message in it for the master enchanter. Will only be a few minutes.
Thank you very much. Does the magic tower offer any other experiences or wares for sale, or is it mostly a guild proficient type of building? From what I can see, and I also ask it.
Well, we don't really sell services to just anybody. You need to have a specific reason. I mean, we had a contract with the Strongbox at some point, but we mostly deal with the city and with the needs of the city, and we do research.
And I chime in. And that research, would that be possible to access certain books or scrolls or anything like that?
No, that's not possible. That's not accessible. Only members can look at that.
Well, maybe we can become members.
Maybe somebody in this group can, but I don't know if everybody could. There are certain criteria you have to meet, but you don't want to talk to me about that. You need to talk to the hat mage here.
Oh, I would love to talk to them.
Well, they're kind of busy now, but I can make you an appointment in 2 months.
That's okay. Thank you.
So that's a no.
Obviously.
Just for reference, how much paperwork should I have to fill out if I do intend to have a meeting with the hat wizard within 2 months?
Well, not that much. It's basically just coming over here and planning an appointment, so you don't really have to do much. It's just that you have to wait a long time because the hat wizard is very, very busy.
And that's hat wizard, H-A-T wizard?
Yes, he wears the most important wizard hat, so he's the hat wizard.
Okay.
This is totally not a mispronunciation of myself.
Okay, I see. Well, I guess we shall. Did you tell that Master Enchanter that we are waiting here, or does he know where to find us? I'm guessing we should just wait here. He'll probably be here any minute now.
Yeah, and he points to his side of the room where there are suddenly a few benches and a few chairs for you to sit in that weren't there before.
I nod thankfully to the man and I head over to the benches, but I stand next to them and kind of start tapping my foot a bit in anticipation / boredom.
Well, no, isn't that convenient? And somewhat too jolly, go sit on the bench.
You hear a creak from the bench, but it seems to be fine.
Right, can I talk to the guy? What was his name again? Or did he not introduce himself yet?
He didn't introduce himself. You guys didn't ask.
Good. Anyway, I just want to ask, you said you have connections with the Strongbox?
Well, I not personally, but we worked with Strongbox before.
Can you get a letter to them, and how long will it take? Do you have a carrier pigeon?
A carrier pigeon? A pigeon isn't strong enough to carry a letter. What are you? We use carrier ravens, of course.
That's fair.
But yes, I could get a letter to him. It would take about a week and would cost you 5 gold points.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I've got a letter here. Show the letter. I need this to get to Silville, to the Strongbox, as soon as possible, and make sure no one opens the letter. Not even the raven.
I'll deliver it, and I'll get our smartest raven on it who listens the best.
Excellent. I'm not expecting a reply, but if a reply does come, can you hold it until I come to retrieve it?
We hold it for 2 weeks.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. 2 weeks after the reply comes back, so probably the reply could come in 2 weeks and then another 2 weeks.
Probably.
Excellent. I need to know. And I hand him 5 gold points and the letter.
Thank you. And that's, yeah. Roll a perception check for me, please.
What's my perception? Nothing. Excellent. Not really perceptive.
It seems like that everything seems fine. Okay, so Maya, what was happening on your phone call?
Well, I am calling...
Long distance shell call, sorry.
Yes, I'm calling Sir Hadak, so I put the thing to my ear, I guess, and I'm like, Mix Hadak, are you there?
Okay, because I don't want to mess up your backstory. Can you tell me a little bit about Saradak, and can the others know, or do the others have to put off
No,
their
the others
headphones?
can know, it's fine. So, Ser Hadak is a orc. They are a non-binary orc, in fact. They are together with their sister Sernaka, CEOs of Spectrum Scientifics, which is a big scientific organization that does a lot of things. It was founded by their ancestor. Sernaka is mostly the one who runs the company in terms of like being in the forefront, while Ser Hadak took more to their ancestor in terms of being an inventor. So they're also not a very strong build like you often see with orcs. They're actually kind of lean. They spend most of the time underground doing research and stuff like that. But they are both very smart and very capable, just like their ancestor was, Sernaka, who founded Spectrum Scientifics and created a train that runs between Kalish and Trendar and a bunch of other stuff. And yeah, they are... Ser Hadak is mainly a researcher, but they also own half of the company.
Yes, okay, and Saradak was a male or female? Yeah, you say non-binary,
non-binary.
but I'm looking for the assigned gender at birth.
That's not relevant.
I want to know for voice reasons if it's more supposed to be a deep voice, a high voice.
Give them whatever voice you see fit.
Okay. And this was the more research type, right?
Yes, they are also my mentor.
Okay, good to know.
So, Mix Hadak, hello? Are you there?
Ah, yes, hello, who is this?
This is Maya.
Ah, that's why the voice sounded familiar. Maya, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
Let me just... It worked. The potion worked.
It worked? Really?
Yes. I can transform into a spider.
Whoa! How? What was the key? What did we need? What do we need to get
Well,
this?
you
to
know
work?
those berries I was going for? That was the last ingredient.
Really? That was just it?
Yeah, but the problem is they kind of see like at Ram's Horn, they kind of view it as some sort of holy thing. They don't like people. Like I got in jail for it, but I got it still, and I managed to get out. But yeah, we need to send people there to harvest those berries and plant them so we can mass produce this ASAP, because this is a great invention that's going to help a lot of people. But we need to send in the cavalry because these people are not gonna let this shit go willingly.
Okay, I'll get on it, and we will make this happen. I mean, this is a breakthrough. This is.
I know.
I knew I could trust you.
Yeah, like I wasn't gonna drink it myself, but I was kind of in a tight spot. Almost one of my friends, died almost. But I just was like, you know what? Trial by fire, and it worked. I didn't die.
I mean, that's
and it
amazing.
saves like us finding people to test it on. So.
Yeah, I mean, amazing. So, don't worry, we'll get on it. We will find a way to get these berries. So,
Yes.
Are you still in Ramshorn, or what are you?
No, I'm in cult.
What?
I was trying to get back to the mainland, and they won't let me use a teleporter because I'm a member of the tower, and now they want me to take care of a necromancer, which I don't necessarily. There's just this bureaucratic bitch here, and she is so full of herself and up her ass, and she believes in things that I don't stand for, and apparently necromancy is bad. Fucking red tape, bureaucratic.
I hate.
Never mind it.
That's such a stupid thing to think. I mean, there's no such thing as bad. It's only what you do with it, right?
Yeah, mostly. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
We are actually starting up a new research area here, and could use somebody who could get us some information about necromancy. We are looking into some of the necromantic arts to see if we can make a scientific way about it and maybe prolong people's lives in a way that's alright.
Huh, interesting.
But it's still very early, so don't talk too much about it. But I could use, if you could get some notes or something, that would be amazing. That could help us.
Okay. Okay, so what, do you want him to hire the necromancer, or do you just want me to do notes?
No. We need to be very careful about this. I talked with the other orc. Cernaka, also non-binary.
No, she's female.
She's female. I talked with my sister about this, and she actually made a great point. I mean, necromancers don't have the best reputation, so we want to be associated as little as possible. So we don't want to work with him, or with the necromancer, but we do want to know what they know.
Okay, and then if it works, we could flip this around, and we could maybe make them have a better name because they helped.
Yeah, maybe that, but as I said, it's still very early. We still need to look into how we're going to do this. We're still setting up a PR strategy. We're still looking at how we're going to market this, and we still have to look at the scientific value of this and what we can actually do with it and how we're going to market it.
Yeah,
so it's
but I'm
still
sure
very
Cernaka
early.
is working with her team on the marketing and stuff. She's very good at
She
that.
probably is. She's probably making a big meeting about it with a great light show where she's introducing something that we made.
Cool. Well, fine. I will get as many notes as I can, and I will get them back to you. Before I hang up, can you, like, just tell Mira I love her and I miss her?
I will tell her. That will be fine.
Thank you. All right. I will do my best.
You hear the sound of waves in the sea as the connection is gone. And while the telephone call ends, you see a man wearing a dark blue robe with gold trim, walking down the spiral staircase, and he looks at you and he's like, "You must be the party the mayor sent, right? You were here for the Master Enchanter?"
And you must be Mr. Hat.
Well, no, I'm not Mr. Hat, but maybe one day, my bugbear friend.
Yes, I have a bugbear.
We did send for you. We have been on a bit of a mission by the mayor to investigate some crypts, and we need some extra arcane eyes, so to speak, or someone with...
Do you have the mayor's letter of approval for me, so that I can actually give it to you and are not giving it to a bunch of random strangers who just walked in here?
Well, we
have a letter of approval?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean that you actually accepted this quest and are working for her.
Yeah, no, we went outside to discuss it, and then you guys just went here and I just followed. So I think we should probably go back, accept the actual request, get the letter, and be back.
Or you could just, call her.
Yeah,
So
you have a conscience, right? Use your conch.
I hand back my conch.
How are we going to get a paper over the conch? That doesn't seem very...
Why would they need a paper if she can just say it?
I just need that the mayor, something that the mayor said, like, "Hey, these guys are alright, they're not just trying to rob you of your magical stuff."
Well, if you use your
I was already in... We were... our entire group was already in employment of the mayor. Do I have a contract for my mission? I don't know.
Roll a either a persuasion or a deception for me.
One big bureaucracy.
I'm just gonna see if you can convince this person that it's already fine. If you want, somebody else can assist if you want to, but then tell me how you're assisting Karn with his story about we already worked for the mayor.
Would we talk with? Go ahead.
Yes,
Go.
Kato?
Is it helping if I just stand beside him, like menacingly.
Let's try.
I feel
What
like
what are you trying to achieve with that?
I know I'm helping him. Like he's
intimidating.
yeah. Like I'm being intimidating because he's gonna look for his paper or whatever, and I'm just gonna stare into this wizard's soul.
Okay, sure, I'll accept that as help. It's fine.
Let me see.
Do you have a high deception?
Deception or persuasion?
If you're going the persuasion route, you're probably trying to tell him. You show him a contract for the mayor, and although it doesn't exactly line up, it has something to do. There's the word necromancy in there, and while he's reading this, he looks up and he's looking at Kato, who's standing there menacingly, and he gets a vibe that this party is actually up for it. So this story could make sense. Oh, I'm sorry. I am gonna go to the toilet. I have a bloody nose. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Little break.
If I'm not wrong, we also have the key to the crypt still?
Yeah,
we
I guess
got that
so.
back. We still have
No.
that, so we can also show that.
I doing this, but yeah. I mean, we have a key to what?
I mean,
Leave us no.
I'm guessing it's more than just a bland key. I'm guessing it has some kind of symbol on it to signify it's the key to the crypt.
Like a tag.
Yeah,
On
I'm guessing it's not just literally a copper circle with a T on it, so to speak.
I mean, he did have to look through his keyring to find it, so I imagine it isn't necessarily very
I am
specific.
sorry, everybody. That is the heat. That sometimes happens, and it's over very quickly.
That's okay.
Yeah, we were also saying that we also have the key to the crypt, which could also lend credence to our story.
Ah, okay. So he believes you. He sees Kato standing there menacingly. He sees that the crypt key is on your belt of keys, probably. He looks at the contract and he's like, "Well, this wasn't exactly the contract I was expecting, but sure, it all seems to line up. Come with me." And he walks up the spiral staircase. Do you guys follow him?
Yes, immediately.
Everybody else as well?
Yeah.
Okay, the moment that he walks up and it seems like he's walking to the next level of the staircase, it seems like he's walking into what looks like a portal, and he simply walks through. Do you guys follow him?
I head in first again to check.
As you put your
Just follow him.
as you put your head in, you come out on the other side in what seems to be like a medieval office building. There's a long hallway. There are some corridors. You see what seems to be like different rooms, and you don't exactly understand how this fits in the tower, but you're still in the tower. You never left
Any
it.
windows that kind of point to outside, or no
You
sources of
you
light
see
on
no
that?
windows yet. This is like one of those indoor hallways.
But I hesitantly walk around the portal to see if they're, still there. I mean, can I physically walk around the portal?
You cannot walk around the portal. It's like if this is the ceiling, you just walk that way through the portal.
Okay, I'm hesitant.
Maya just walks in unfazed because she's probably seen this shit like 5,000 times already.
Is it staircase and then portal and there is no more staircase, or is it like staircase and then a side portal and then you can just walk up?
No, it's staircase, and the staircase goes up into the portal, and once you come out of the portal, you're walking in a hallway.
Okay. Then I walk in. It's fine.
Okay.
I questionably look at Sebrov.
I questionably look back, and I'm like, oh, well, you first?
Okay, I do keep my hand on my weapon so I can draw it if need be as quickly as possible, and I slowly and carefully walk through the portal.
As I see you follow me, putting his hand on his weapon, I do the same thing.
So you put your hand on your hand.
I have weapons.
Quarterstaff. Yeah.
Zedroth does the knuckle thing and walks through the portal. No, yeah. All you guys walk through, and the man in front of you has a quick pace. He is already a few feet ahead of you, and he turns around the corner. And as you follow him you enter what seems to be like a big room with a lot of stuff lying there. You see three other mages at work. They're busy trying to enchant stuff right there. This seems to be a place where they actually make magical items. Yes, this is our R&D development. This is our R&D department. This is where we make our magic items, test them, and well, see if they actually work as intended. Like, for example, here, my young friend, and he points to a female elf, wood elf, who is trying to enchant something, who's wearing also a blue robe, but not with a gold trim, but with a silver trim, is casting spells on bottles, and you don't know exactly what's happening. She's doing something with bottles. Our Sharon is trying to make what's a spell in a jar. It's basically magic for the non-magically inclined.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's not quite working yet. It can be somewhat volatile, but we're getting there.
Can I, like, at a glance see if this, like, how advanced is the stuff here? Because, like, from my experience with researching magical things and stuff, is this like a high level operation, or does this seem like just casual bullshit to me?
I think that would be an Arcana roll or something.
Yeah, sure. Let me quickly get my Arcana. Kabloop. That's a 14.
Okay, you look around and you see that what they are doing here, although it's great work, it's very inefficient regarding to what you think. You, from Spectrum Scientifics, you're like, it has to be efficient, it has to be in a scientific way, the way we test it has to be on the scientific method. This is just elaborate hocus pocus that actually went right.
Okay, yeah. Just throwing stuff at a wall till it sticks.
Exactly. But it's working. They are onto something. It's just not scientific or efficient.
Okay.
As we pass by, I kind of glance over and ask, do you also do any custom requests or enchantments of usual gear, or is this purely R&D and I walk up and I kind of look at the flasks and see?
Karn, I would not get near that if I were you.
It's perfectly safe. I mean, there hasn't been an accident here in a week anymore. So that's definite improvement. And yes, we definitely do custom jobs, but it will cost you and it will take some time. I mean, we can do it like this. This man seems to be very happy about what they're doing here. He's into it.
I'm going to see, so they don't. I'm gonna try and see what the lady is doing, or what she's trying to do. See if I can borrow an unused glass bottle, and see if I can use my holy powers to infuse a bottle with one of my spells, using my knowledge of my faith, using that as a constriction to limit the volatility of the spell that I put in the bottle.
Okay. You try and take one of the bottles, and the man is. And he's, what are you doing? What? Please put that back.
Please don't contaminate the research area. This is very disrespectful.
I
Did
mean,
we
you,
not
you, you,
contaminated the second that we already came in unprepared? Oh, well.
contamination is just a scientific hoax. That doesn't work like that. What are you doing? What do you want to do with the bottle?
Do you mind if I give this a shot? Just
Roll me a persuasion.
I am taking 5 steps back.
A 9.
sad boy.
Well, I don't mean to offend you, but we are actually working with magic here, not just with gods. So, I don't know about you, but gods can be kind of... what's the best
Unpredictable.
word? Unpredictable, while magic, just like science, is reasonable.
Depends on what god you're working with and how you approach it.
Maybe another time.
Very well. And I put the bottle back down and I look at what direction we were originally going, as to signify that we should then move on and see what we can do with the...
Yeah.
I walk like alongside Karn. Speaking of gods, is there a particular god that you follow?
I'll, look her up and down and say, well, I guess that's something I have to find out now, isn't it? And he has this big grin across his face.
You don't know who you're working with.
Well, yeah, you're pretty right. I don't know who all of you are. So why would I tell you? I've yet to hear your stories, hear of your battles, your victories, your defeats.
And while this conversation is continuing, you guys walk past the R&D department. You hear what sounds like not a big explosion, but a tiny explosion. He looks behind. That's fine. And he walks on to his personal office. There's a door that opens in the same way the big door did. So, yes, gear. And he interrupts the conversation that you guys were having there by entering the office and saying it like this. Not intentionally interrupting you, but he's gonna go and start about the... So, what is it you all would like? What would you be looking for? Because we have a certain things to pick, and I am authorized to give you all one item that's within reason.
So what are the options?
Yes, I would like to know.
That's a very good question that I didn't actually prepare, so I hope all of you have some idea of what you would want or would like, and then we can have a little chat if I think that it's appropriate or that it's something.
Assuming that it's a magic item that's going to help in our investigation, or is it just literally any magic item?
Well, since your investigation is still quite open, it could be, for example, a bag of holding could be to help you take materials with you. A weapon could be something that would help you defend against undead. You could have a cloak that made you... No, not the deck of many things. Cloak to help you become more stealthy. Whatever you think is possible, and if it is a uncommon item, they will probably have some variation or something on it. If it's a common item as well, a uncommon item is something we have to talk about, and anything rare than that is gonna be something that that's probably not gonna happen, or you have to do something extraordinary.
I would like to see if they have any kind of... No. So, would you have any kind of device that is able to record moving or still images?
You're looking for a video camera.
Well, sort of.
That was not the man talking, that was me talking.
Yes. Like clips or photographs, like glasses that like can capture an image or something, either moving or not moving, like whichever, if that's possible at all.
Yes, I think I was working on something, but I don't have it quite stable yet. And he pulls out a monocle from a table with a chain attached to it. And at the end of a chain seems to be some kind of crystal. And I was thinking of calling this the monocle of memory. You could capture
Nice
certain
alliteration.
moments that you physically see with the monocle in there, but there's a limit to how much you can capture.
Yeah.
4 to 5 still. You can capture 4 to 5 still images with this monocle.
Okay, that will do.
Oh, that's reasonably easy. So he hands you the monocle of memories.
Okay.
You can capture
take it.
5 still images with this. After which it has to be either the crystal has to be replaced, or it's just full.
Okay. Thank you.
And what for you? What for the rest of you? Well, what is something that would help you with this investigation?
Out of character, you know what I want, but it's a wondrous item, so I'm not gonna get that. But yeah, there's sadly.
No.
Checking.
This is gonna take. You guys do have some time to. You can look this up. We can also, if you want, save this for a little bit later to do if you feel more comfortable and actually really want to look into this. Because I kind of sprung this upon you without preparing you guys.
Yeah, we can do like a thing where like we pick items, but we decide later what it is. Like we just continue on with the session, and then by next session decide what we actually picked.
Yeah, you all just get a undescript item except for Maya. She has the monocle of memories, and we can fill this in as we go if you feel like this is necessary. Just.
I'm still a bit cautious about all of this. So, when you say enhanced enchanted items, how do you mean? Because
Sorry, what do you mean?
you say magic. How does that work?
Well, we just have a item, and we have a certain spell or effect, and we can actually place or transfer that to the item. That's how enchanting works, my boy.
So, you can touch my hammer, and I grab my hammer, but in a non-threatening way.
I don't know if I want to touch your hammer.
It's clean. I've been wearing gloves. I know we should social distance, but it's fine. But you can touch this and make it better.
Defends your definition of better, but yeah, we could.
Right.
And he walks over to his cabinet while he's talking, and he pulls out a bottle of what seems to be a brown liquor, and he pours a glass from it. Anybody else? And takes a swig of
Yes,
it.
thank you.
Good. I'm not first.
He pours a bottle for Maya.
No, thank you.
I take a swig.
Was the max, was it uncommon, common? I don't remember.
The max is uncommon. We're gonna have to have a little talk about it. Common is just probably perfectly fine.
Okay.
I will accept most uncommon things, but I just want to be sure that I don't accidentally give you that's something that breaks the entire thing that I'm thinking about.
That's just a shame.
Oh no, balance.
Hey, you already threw out my first plot line when you left goddamn Bramshorn. I don't want to do this again.
I'm checking if I'm asking if he has anything that might help directly against undead, and if not, something that might give me some more protection, such like an enchanted cloak or such. I was thinking, cloak of protection. I don't know if that's uncommon. I think.
That's actually uncommon because I already looked that one up. I figured somebody was gonna pick that one. He does have a cloak of protection for whoever wants it.
And do you have something that's specifically against undead? Probably not that you know of. by heart, so to speak. I'm checking myself.
Not that I know by heart, but I'm looking in a Reddit post right now. But we can do that exactly if you say I want something against undead, that's fine. You can also later decide that it's just a cloak of protection, that you have a undescript item right now until you figure out what exactly you want it to be.
Fine.
So,
And you get a brown box with a little bit of twine wrapped around it. Here, this is your item.
So can you get me a lighter shield that still offers the same protection? Basically, out of character, I'm just basically after a +1 or +2 AC shield.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. He pulls. He isn't a strong man, but but he seems to be. Thank you, Robert. Schrodinger's magical item. Yes. He pulls out a like a shield, but he seems to be wearing it with a good nimbleness, suggesting that this is enchanted, and this is a shield +1.
Can I hold the shield?
I don't know. Can you?
Do I have to roll for this?
No. No.
I take the shield and I go over it, and I decide it's indeed a good shield. It's like, so I can keep this. I can get this.
Yeah, I mean the mayor will pay for this. Please describe for me what the shield looks like.
It's just gonna be a very basic steel, the kite-shaped shield with 2 leather bands on the, I would say the inside, but the back side.
Is it gonna have a star on it and the colors white, red, and blue?
I kind of want to put the flag of Galderland on it, but no, it's just going to be a steel. I mean, if it's a new shield, it's probably going to be nicely polished steel shield with a little bit of a, the light reflects nicely of it.
Okay.
Excellent. So I take it and hang it, on my back next to the other shield. So that's a shield +1?
Yes, that's a shield +1.
Now you can shield akimbo.
Or he can turn himself into a turtle.
Yeah.
So, and for you're a Genasi, aren't you? And he looks at Kato, at Amari. I'm sorry. Do you, by any chance, come from what was the name of the town again? I don't remember what I called it. You know exactly what I'm talking about, aren't you?
Yep, but I'm not gonna help him.
Do you come from Zoba? Is that where you come? I heard there are Genasi there.
Yes, there are.
Do you come from there, or do you have relatives there?
Why do you ask?
Well, I heard they do amazing things with magic there, and I was just hoping to talk to somebody. It's a place where magic users don't get bullied in high school.
This is true. Yes, actually. It's my hometown.
Really? Once you're done with this necromancer business, do you maybe want to tell me a little bit more about it?
Yes, I would love to. That would be very, very nice. She says sarcastically.
He's not picking up on it. He's just
I
okay.
know.
Great. Yes, this is a chance of a lifetime.
Hey Amari, could you come over here for a second, please?
She scoots over to
And
yes.
he turns.
I
Do you
position
got?
myself between the wizard and Amari.
He turns to Zadroth and he's look. And what for you, strong man? What do you want?
Which of us is the strong man?
Well, I'm looking at you. I mean, you're our furry, our fur-covered friend.
I'm not sure if I should be offended by all of this.
You should be, definitely.
Yes, I thought so. I'm offended.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make a light talk based on observation that I did. I mean, you have fur, right?
Yes, because I'm a bugbear.
And I consider you a friendly person, so would it be wrong of me to say that you're a fur-covered friend?
Say, would it be wrong for me to call you a nosy little old shithead?
No, definitely wouldn't. I've heard that before.
I hate this stuff. I hate it. I hate it.
I kinda shake my head.
Say that, but Francis is a bit quick, don't you think? I just know you and... Well... let's just see where this goes, you know?
Okay, sure. Fur-covered acquaintance.
Yeah, much better. Well, maybe you have something you can put a spell on my quarterstaff, or you have a staff maybe with some kind of power. I don't know much about magic yet.
To me, it sounds like you don't know exactly what you want yet.
Nope.
You're gonna get the Schrodinger's magical item then.
Well, thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Then.
I looked to Maya. You wanted to say something?
Well, mostly I wanted to get you out of the talk with the, as mentioned, shithead. But yeah, I also wanted to just apologize for this morning. I kind of lashed out, and I know I've been doing that a lot, but it's just, yeah, I shouldn't have done it. I'm sorry. That's all.
While you guys are having this conversation, you see the man rummaging through things looking for something for Amari.
Yeah, and he knows what he's looking for.
No, but he's just excited, so he's just gonna pull out things that he thinks are good for you. But since he's very excited, the pile's getting bigger and bigger, and his search criteria are getting less and less critical, up until a point that it's just a pile of random magic items.
I walk over to him. And what do you think I would need?
I think that's yeah. I don't really know. I tend to find that magical items are very personal, and it's something that I would not really dare to say so much. But seeing that you're from Zalba, you probably are a magic user of some kind, so maybe something that would magically enhance your... that you can get hit a little bit less easy, maybe something that enhances your spell casting. I don't know, maybe something like that?
That would be nice if it's yeah. Just, you know, give me whatever. It's fine. And I turn around and I go stand by the door portal thing with my arms crossed.
For now, you also have a Schrodinger's magical item then, until you can figure it out.
Is adamantine full plate armor a bit too much?
I am gonna look
Yes.
into that. I'm gonna come back to that, okay?
Okay.
Fuck no. Let's see what you're doing there.
What? It's just adamantine full plate armor. I don't see the problem.
It's way too expensive for me. They're not gonna get it.
Well, I'll take my box of an described size and weight and put it in my bag for now.
Okay, I think we're all done here, so I think that... Let me... I did a stupid... I think we're all done here. I think you guys... Is there anything that you still want to do with the Enchanters department? Seeing the silence, I don't
Currently-
think so.
I shook my head.
Yeah, I want to walk up to him again. Do you know, maybe, since my town has so much to offer, maybe we could indeed just talk about it. I'm curious about what information that you guys have. Maybe I could give you some more information. We could do a little nice swap of information.
A research agreement? That would be great!
Yeah.
We definitely need to talk. I'm gonna see if I can get the head mage involved, and he is busy scribbling and getting all kind.
Oh, that would actually be lovely. I heard he was really, really busy.
Yeah, that's what they say, but you know what it's like with management types. They never really are busy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I would really appreciate it. If you could get a word in. Yeah, just. Are you gonna, let me know, or?
Well, you go do your thing for the mayor. Get back once you're done, and I'll let you know.
That seems wonderful. Well, it was really nice to meet you. I look forward to talking.
Same.
About
It was a
my-
pleasure.
Yes, same. Goodbye. And I turn around and I walk out of the portal.
Yeah, the portal is still a little bit walking, so I think he's still cleaning up everything that he pulled out for you, and you guys are walking through the R&D part.
Say thank you and then leave.
Yeah, okay. I assumed that you all said thank you, and
I want to ask him as well if he is possibly available to help us identify or work on a teleportation circle that was left behind to maybe see if we can check where it leads or possibly trace an origin point, something like that.
yes, then I couldn't do that. I mean, I'm an enchanter. That means you would have to go to our teleportation department. But the people who manage the circle actually have a department retreat right now, so they're not in there. But they'll be back in 2 days.
I guess we'll have to fall back
Did we
on
get
them. if we
this
don't-
guy's name? Do we know his name?
You never asked.
No. Shit. Then I walk back. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so much stuff, going on right now. What's your name?
Reginald the Third.
Oh, that's very lovely. Are you of royal descent then, or?
No, I'm just the third Reginald born into my family.
Ah, I see. I see. Well, Reginald, it was very lovely to meet you, and we will have a talk.
Yes, we definitely will. And he's looking at some of the novices, initiates in the enchanting department who are busy with the bottle spells. Anybody else want to do anything with Reginald?
Nope.
No thanks.
Necessarily.
Okay. Before you leave the R&D department, Sharon comes up to, I think that would be Amari, and she gives Amari a bag with inside of it 3 glass vials, 3 glass bottles. She says, I made these. I need somebody to test them. Can you please take them with you? And I heard that you were coming back for Reginald. Then tell me what has happened with them.
Oh, alright. And what are they supposed to do? Exactly? Do you know?
Well, these are spell jars, as Reginald told before. It's really easy. In a pinch, take off the cork, and a spell will come flying out that's under your control. Or if you're really in a hurry, you can throw it and see what happens.
But is it a specific spell that's inside, or is it, you know?
I packed you a few. There's a wax seal on top that actually has the name of the spell on it.
Oh, how handy. Nice. Okay. And can I see what the spell says? What is happening?
Before you even look into the bag, she says, but you have to go now. I'm not allowed to actually give these out, but I really want somebody to test them, so please go.
Okay, I walk out of the portal.
Okay, I think all of you walk back downstairs and are back inside the tower with your new equipment and stuff.
Yeah. Quick question. Can we have a very short bathroom break?
Roll Constitution!
My bladder has a -6, okay?
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Goodbye, bladdery friend.
So now that he's gone, let's gonna talk about how we're gonna destroy his character.
Yes. Let's murder him.
Nah, that's too easy.
Okay, to be honest, I am loving how irritated Maya is getting with this entire town.
Not just the town, but yeah.
Just every other town besides the one that she lives in, probably.
Well, to be fair, the previous town arrested her. She just wants to go back home. And she just hates bureaucracy because, you know, she's a scientist.
I get it.
The kind of that does not like red taping and having to wait on permission from a government official to do something.
Yeah, I get it.
I was the backroom scientist, the slightly more lesserly legal scientist, so to speak.
Well, depends on the laws, I guess.
Rule bending scientist. Rule bending scientist.
You're not bending any rules if you don't adhere to them.
Okay, that's a cool in-character discussion that we're gonna have at some point since our bladder friend is back. So, what do you guys want to do? You know that the teleportation department is on a department retreat. You have your magic items. There are a few things that the mayor said that she needs help with. It's up to you.
So, how did you guys enjoy being torn apart and put back together again?
How about no?
That's what just happened, you know that, right? You were also afraid of teleporting. We went through a portal, that's what happens. We died. Twice.
What?
Sure.
A portal takes you apart to the very atoms and then makes a copy of you at the end of it. And you get back, but it's not you, it's a version of you. So basically...
Hey, if I choose to believe.
I mean, you can choose to not believe me, but it's not gonna change it.
Anyway.
Can I see, like, what the specific spells were that she gave me? Like, tag on
Yes, you can. Does anybody raise any questions at what Amari is? Are you trying to hide it or are you doing it in plain daylight? Okay. As you pull out the sack, which is made of just cloth, there are just 3 bottles in there. There are wax seal stamps on there. One of them says grease. The other says hideous laughter. And the third is unreadable.
I kind of Karn kind of shrugs and starts looking around to see if he can find a general store, a normal supply shop to pick up a few things.
Lo and behold, there is one around the corner. The convenience of it.
Is that the name of the store as well? The convenience?
No, the name is Lo and Behold.
Ah, okay.
It should have been a convenience store. 'Cause that's what it, you know. I just.
Oh, we lost
Oh.
someone.
Oh no.
Oh, he's back.
When you say unreadable, does that mean, as in like, it's written in common but it's just squiggly, or it's
The language.
it's a language I don't know?
There, the seal isn't pressed in properly, so it isn't readable because the seal is bad. As in, the bottle is sealed, but the identification is unreadable.
Love that. Okay.
I figured.
So yeah, I go to the general store.
Okay.
I kind
I
of
want-
can I opt to go to the major office?
One moment. In order to make you guys give a little bit of visibility to the city of Colt, I put up a map in Roll20 that you can see and that I'm going to show our viewers.
Oh, it's still CastYourDie in Roll20.
No, it's not.
No, that's the map.
Oh,
No,
there we go.
no, it's not.
There we go.
No, it's called.
So where are we? Oh, next tower.
So I'm gonna give you a little tour of Colt. The docks, which is reasonable, I think. This is Town Hall, so that's where the mayor does their entire business. This is the Mage's Tower, which is where all of you are at the moment. Let me see. This is a big cemetery in town.
I love how it's in the middle of town.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the outskirts. This is the inn where you guys were, the Laughing Dog, and this is what is supposed to be a big collection of shops. So I think that the Lo and Behold general store is also located here.
Quick question: where on the map is the entrance to the crypt?
That is something that I'm not gonna tell you yet.
We were there.
We came from
We
there.
know where it is.
Okay. The entrance to the crypt where you guys were was, I think, what's a fun one? This one.
B.
Here, the B is
Yes,
the crypt
the
where
B
you
for
guys
crypt.
were.
Okay.
I made this with a random generator tool on itch.io. It's definitely something that you should go check out if you need to make city maps real quick. It's fun.
By the way, me and Volamy switched personalities and character again.
Yeah, I do apologize. I misclicked. I fucked up.
How dare you?
As a punishment, I hid follow me behind the map.
Okay, that's fine.
Bye.
Okay, so I head to the bazaar, I presume. See if I can find a store that sells normal supplies. There's a few small things that I might have wanted to pick up before leaving town again.
Yeah, what are you looking for? I mean, this is the Lo and Behold. It's a general store. It sells general stuff.
I was looking to buy a healer's kit and a set of manacles.
Manacles?
Manacles.
Oh, like that's handcuffs basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She kinky.
Do you also have the prices for those near
Manacles are 2 gold. Yeah, 2 gold, and a healer's kit is 5 gold, so 7 gold.
This is a bigger town. They have manacles. They have a healer's kit. So for 7 gold, you can have one of each.
And while I'm kind of perusing the shop, I'm also checking with the shopkeep and kind of testing the water, seeing, how's it been lately? Have you had any problems with Has there been any unrest? Seeing if there's been any rumors of necromancy, gambling, maybe other threats or anything that might have popped up or is on the radar of the local populace?
Well, necromancy I don't know, but gambling. I did hear from my neighbor's cousin that there's actually somebody who is going against the mayor's will and the laws that she put on gambling. And it's actually supposed to be a really decent deal. But that's all I know.
Decent deal as in people want to go and gamble for it.
People actually want to have the option to go on gambling, and this isn't something that you have. From what I've heard, you don't need to set in ginormous stakes or something, and once you leave the table, it's done. You have to pay your debts, of course, but it's not that they're gonna come after you after that.
And have there been any people, I don't know, disappearing as of late or
Oh, now that you mention it, disappearing. I haven't seen the butcher in 2 days.
was he open or do you know if he gambled to any degree?
Oh no, he was all for the mayor's ideas. He supported the gambling law. It was perfectly fine, so I don't think he would be gambling.
Well, that doesn't bode for, too well for him, I guess. And he's just been gone.
Yeah, and I don't know where he went. I mean, he was living all by himself. His kids died when they were young, and his wife left him for another man, so it was just him. But I haven't seen him in 2 days.
So nobody's been getting meat around here either.
Well, not from him at least.
Fair enough. Guess the other butchers will have slightly less competition. I nod as a kind gesture, thank the shopkeep, and head outside.
Okay, was there anybody else following Karn to Lo and Behold?
Yeah, I want to buy some rations and a hempen rope.
And do you, for me, have the prices of those?
I'm gonna buy 5 rations, which is gonna be 25 silver. And I will tell you the rope in a second. Da-da-da. That's 1 gold, so 25 silver and 1 gold.
Sure. He has those for you, and he gives them. In the rations are bread that is made to not like the fluffy bread, but actual more like Swedish knäckebröd that will stay better for a while. Yeah. There is
10 silver is a gold, right?
Yeah. Okay. There's some cheese in there and some dried sausage, and that's basically all you need in the rations.
Okay, cool.
And Amari was joining as well?
I am as well.
And follow me as well. And what's Zadroth doing in the meantime?
I think if everyone's out, I'll just follow.
Okay. So, what do Amari and follow me want?
Let's see. I want a hemp rope as well.
Okay.
Just quickly going through the adventuring gear list. But do I have? And I want to buy an oil lamp and some oil. And I'm looking it up now. A flask of oil is 1 silver, and a hooded lantern is 5 gold points. How long does 1 flask of oil last?
Till it's empty.
I don't know why I even bothered.
Wait, let me check.
Now I know a fun one. You're gonna go to the store, buy a flask of oil and a hooded lantern. You're gonna light it in the background, and once it's empty, it's gone.
Anyway, I buy 10 flasks of oil, a hooded lantern, and how much was a rope again? Did you say, Maya?
1 gold.
1 gold point. So that's a total of 3 gold.
Sure, fine. Are you just a quick question? Are you gonna make Molotov cocktails? Because if you are, I'm gonna have to think of a stat for that. With the amount of oil you're buying.
I mean, do they sell glass jars? This is now that you mention this.
You can just use oil. Oil has a description for when you light it on fire.
Oh, okay, thanks. Okay, Amari, what did you want? I put this idea in Volumy's head, and now we're gonna switch to the next person while he is gonna think about this.
I'm not actually like going into the store. I'm just standing outside and again seeing if anyone that looks dangerous passes.
Okay, Zedroth, are you outside or are you inside of the store?
How big is the store?
I think the store is big enough for you to go in, but I think it would be a little bit hard to maneuver, that you would bump into some things.
Yeah, okay.
I'm almost as big as Zedroth, so
Then it's just easy. It just fits.
It fits, okay. Then, if it's not too cramped and everyone is already in there and still not too cramped, I'll go in there. Also, just look around, but I'm not gonna buy anything.
Okay, while all of you are inside, Amari, I want you to roll a perception check. You are looking, and I know what you are looking for. And from one of the shops in the bazaar, is a wine, beer, and a liquor store. And you hear shouting coming from inside, and there are 3 men standing there waiting outside who are seeming to get agitated. And as the shouting gets louder and louder, you see them walking in, and you know that they don't have any good intentions whatsoever.
Okay, I walk in.
Let me draw this really quick.
In the meantime, can I quickly add buy a tent as well?
Sure.
2 gold. Cheers.
Isn't that like included in the starter
No,
equipment?
that's a
It is.
bedroll.
Yeah.
And if I sleep outside, I want to sleep in a little bit of comfort now, okay? And I'll have some money.
Sure, man. Sure.
If it rains, I don't want my new shield to start rusting.
It's magical, can't rust. It's fine.
I don't believe in it.
You can use it as an umbrella. Jay, I'm guessing we don't hear or see this commotion.
No.
Alright.
Let me set this up.
Okay,
Let me set this up really fast. I'm
Yeah.
still.
Do we see Amari go in though?
No, you're inside the shop. You don't see it.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay, so what are we seeing here? Amari walks into the store. This store has racks which are filled with different kinds of beverages. In the middle of the store there is a table, a rack standing with a few barrels of what you can assume is beer, some bottles. To the right side there is a smaller shelf with tiny bottles of mysterious liquors ranging from the color of transparent to dark brown. You can tell that this is probably liquor. In the back there's a cabinet for wine. hello Zedroth.
I'm sorry.
And
This is a
How do I make it
gigantic
smaller?
Sephiroth. What the hell?
Thank you.
and to the left is a cabinet where they have tankards, mugs, all the things that you need to actually drink this stuff out. And while you walk in, you see an elderly dwarf who has a really nice long beard, but it is clear that this is an older dwarf being harassed by somebody at the counter who is saying something about, "These are not fair prices. My parents made this in the mountains. I should get the normal price. I know this is not the normal price." And there are the three that you saw walk in. There is a human there, there is a dragonborn there, and there is a dwarf there. I all gave him the same token for convenience, but they are his buddies, and they are going there to back him up. You see the elderly dwarf shrinking actually, because he doesn't feel good about this whole situation, and he doesn't want to be there.
Okay. Is the Dragonborn... I'm assuming here, that's why I'm asking. Is the Dragonborn like the one that looks the scariest, the strong? Like I'm looking for someone that could fuck someone up. Like you look at them and you're like, oh shit, if he hits me, I'm dead.
They don't necessarily look all extremely dangerous.
The mission of
We're missing
Yeah.
somebody. Who are we missing? I think
Fyodor.
No.
No, Fyodor's there.
Oh, Jesus! I just assumed.
We're missing Swanky.
We're missing our paladin.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry guys, my PC just.
Ah, yeah. Okay, I just read it. Thank you, Robert, and thank you, Swanky. These are just, they don't look like trained soldiers or anything dangerous, but this is just people out for trouble.
Okay. I walk up to them, and as I walk like next to the table that had like the liquor, I take a swig. I don't swallow. I walk up to the person that's the closest to me, and I spit it in his face.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
She's very sure.
Okay.
I spit it in his face and I say, "This is the shittiest liquor I've ever tasted."
Well, can you tag which one you were spitting in its face?
I would assume it was this one.
Okay, so
I
you
guess.
okay.
Since wait, let me move myself. Can I move myself? Nope.
For fuck's sake,
Nope.
why does this
I
keep?
cannot move my token. But yeah, this one.
Now you should be able to. Right? Amari? Now you should be able to.
Yes. Okay, so I'm over here, and I spit it in his face, and I say, "This is the shittiest liquor I've ever tasted, but at least your face looks better now."
He turns around, he looks incredibly angry, and he's gonna try and punch you in the face.
Yep.
You're muted, Jay.
He looks incredibly angry, and he's gonna try and punch you in the face.
Okay.
Right, hang on. He gets spit in the face, then turns around and looks at her.
He gets spit in the face. He doesn't turn around. He's angry, and he punches her in the face immediately. Oh, did that. I don't think a 4 hits.
No.
So, I think he tries to punch you, but the liquor is burning his eyes, so he misses, and he actually punches against the cabinet that's standing there with all the glassware in it, and you hear the shattering of glass. And I want you to roll for initiative.
Gladly.
A
Do we
quick
think
question.
it was as well?
A quick question. Did Zedrod actually join in the store, or
What?
because your token is in the store?
No, we established that Zedrod was also in the store, not in the.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was in the store.
Yeah, but
No,
this is a
it's
different
not
store.
different.
This is a tavern.
Well, a liquor store.
Liquor store. This is not the. We are in the general store.
Then no, I'm not.
Okay.
But do we hear commotion from outside?
I want all of you to roll a perception check then.
What?
So that's gonna be a no then.
Please roll low, cause this needs to happen.
There you go. You're welcome.
I'm not gonna roll.
Perception. Right.
Ik snap niet meer wat van altijd.
Amari is een andere winkel binnengegaan. She's looking for a fight.
This is a straight roll. Well, that's a 15.
Okay, does Zedrod also want to roll a perception to see if he can hear the fighting that's happening in the other store?
Nope.
You need to do your push to talk.
No thanks.
Okay, so Valami doesn't notice. He doesn't hear anything. He's too busy looking at stuff and being intrigued. Karn does hear something.
I'll head over there, assuming I just finished my purchases and asking you stuff a bit. I'll just head that direction with a piqued interest.
As the guy missed me, Amari laughs. Is that really the best you can do?
And at the moment that you say that, one of the other guys turns towards you and is gonna try and punch you in the face again.
Yep.
These guys are terrible. Does a 6 hit you?
Oh,
And Amari nimbly ducks away, and he misses. It's now Amari's turn.
Amari just starts laughing. Like, seriously, do you call yourself, like, who taught you how to fight? Your mom or your little sister? You fight like shit. You fight like actual shit. You know who can fight better than you? A baby, probably. And I use my action to... Sure, why not? I use my action to I know it's a bonus action, I'm not sure. I want to summon my packed weapon, actually. Is that a bonus action? Or...
I think that's a bonus action.
You know, I already talked, so maybe that's also a bonus action.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay, so I summon Wind Piercer. And it's for the visuals, it's a long round blade, like, sort of like I think needles from Game of Thrones, but then like bigger, like for adults. And around it there's like a sort of a like thunderstorm around it. And I summon it, and I like feign like I'm gonna attack him. Like I act like I'm gonna attack him, but as I, you know, like I will.
Are you trying to intimidate him this way, or is this just trying to get his attention?
No, it's more of just to get him agitated, I guess. It's
Okay.
a way of, you know, I drew a weapon, so I suppose he's gonna, like, also do something, but like, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You drew a weapon, and you see the other, you see the four men in the bar. You see them in the liquor store. You see them looking up, and two of them reach into their coats, and they pull out a dagger, and they're coming for you. And the one that was being annoying to the store owner, he looks at him and he says, "You're lucky this little lass came for you. We're gonna deal with you later, old man." And they all start to move.
Jay, should I
Around
do
you.
rolling initiative?
That depends. Do you want to enter the store?
I mean, I heard sounds from here, so I assume I'm just gonna kind of peek my head in, see what's going on, walk in.
Since I know what Kato wants with this encounter, I'm gonna give it a full round before we can do that. Okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so they're gonna try and attack you again. There are two who still haven't had an action. I'm gonna do them both at once. Does a 17 hit you?
Yep.
Does an 11 hit you?
Nope. Nope.
Okay, you one of them comes in for a punch, and you duck away. And while you duck away, you're turned with your back to the other, and he stabs you with a dagger. Who by heart knows what the damage die of a dagger is?
D4, I think.
4,
1d4 plus dexterity,
Yes.
or 1d4 plus strength. You can choose.
You take 3 damage.
Okay.
And then we're back at the top of the round, which means that it's Amari's turn, and after Amari's turn, I'm gonna give Swanky the chance to do something.
She's gonna
Ongeveer 9 uur.
take the hilt of her sword and try and try and hit the guy in front of her, I guess, like on the head.
Okay, sure, that's just a weapon attack. It's just a way to use a weapon. You're just doing blunt damage now.
But this is a question because it's not in my D&D Beyond, and I don't know how to add that because it's a weapon that I made. So I'm not sure. Do I just use?
You use the wait. For packed weapon, you can if you're a warlock, you can just add the weapon that is your packed weapon to your inventory, and if you click on it, you can tick a little box that says packed weapon.
Okay, but fine. But that's too much hassle for now. I will just. I'll throw my weapon aside and it'll disappear. And I will just headbutt him instead.
Okay. Roll to see if it hits.
Nope.
That does not hit. You try to headbutt him and he steps aside. And you miss. Okay, Karn. What do you want to do?
Well, am I inside? Do I see them fighting?
I think at this point that you were able to get to the store and that you can see through the shop window that there's fighting happening here and that Amari is involved.
Okay, well, seeing that she is unarmed and she's being approached by people with knives, I will calmly enter the store and approach the closest Dragonborn. No, the Dragonborn was the barman. The closest aggressor,
okay,
so to speak, and kind of stand behind him and ask, "Are you okay? You should calm down a bit." And I whack him from the back with my fists.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay, let me check.
Can I use my reaction to say something to him?
Sure.
I see him. Where are you located right now, Karn?
Well, now I'm technically here.
Okay, no, never mind then. Yeah.
We don't do flanking, right?
Nope.
Okay, that's just a normal roll. A 7. Wow, bad rolls.
He hears you, and that's why he knows you're coming, and he steps aside, and you miss.
Oh well.
He looks at you and says, "Oh, bad choice, old man." And he's gonna try and punch you in the face.
You can try.
A 9 doesn't hit, I think, right?
No,
What is this?
he punches my breastplate.
He punches your
Change
breastplate, and it gives a melodic echo, but that's about it.
I smirk.
They had a bit much to drink, I think. Even though it tasted terrible.
Okay. Yeah. Then the other 3 are just gonna try and attack Amari. Does an 18 hit?
Yep.
A 9?
Nope.
A 15?
Yep.
Okay. That's 3 damage and 6 damage.
Okay.
How's Amari looking?
Oh, she has blood all over her face. You see that she's looking like she's starting to have like this glassy, like wide-eyed look. She's not doing very good.
Okay, Karn, roll an initiative for me, then we're gonna take you in the initiative order.
Do I or Zeprov or Maya hear anything yet? Or are we still in the store just like, oh, this is a lovely, that's some amazing bandits and amazing...
If you want to know, I want you to roll a perception check.
That's a 10.
Okay.
I roll a 10.
You don't necessarily hear something, but you do notice that Amari is gone and that Karn is gone.
I just walk out of the general store and see if I can see them.
And we're gonna get back to that in the next round. Yeah, then we're back at the top of the round, which means that it's Amari's turn.
Was there a human?
There was
Which
a
one?
human.
Which one of them was a human?
Gonna say that was this guy.
Okay. A guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I grab him by his
Collar.
collar thing, and I say, "Oh, you pathetic excuse of a human being! I bet this fighting. I bet your mum never even loved you. Come on, show me how to fight." And I wanna I wanna punch him, but again, I wanna act like I'm gonna punch him, but it's not gonna do that much damage. Like I'm not really trying to fight.
Okay, you put up a show and you hit him, but he notices that the blow isn't full power. So he just starts laughing and he reacts, and with his reaction he's one of the guys who's holding a dagger. He's gonna try and stab you. You're up close to him now. You're actually near him, so I'm gonna give him advantage on the roll.
Mm.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yep.
That's 6 damage.
Okay.
Because you're so up close, he stabs you right in the gut.
Okay. So he stabs me. And you see Amari, like, she loses her grip on his collar and she falls back. And Karn, you see, like, that there's. It's not really a smile, but you see sort of a relief as she falls back and I'm unconscious.
And you hear the shopkeeper shouting, "Guards! Guards!" And the 4 people in the store, they say, "What have you done? We need to get out of here!" And they start running out of the store. Karn, if you want, you can make 2 opportunity attacks to try and get them down.
Okay. What do you mean by get them down? As in kill? Knock them out?
You can try to hit them. You can see if you can actually do some damage to them and see maybe one of them falls to the ground. I don't know.
What I want to do is, seeing as you say I can get 2 attacks, I want to use both of those attacks to grapple 2 different thugs by their necks using an athletics check for each.
Okay, and how do I have to counter that? Because
They have to do an athletics or a what is it? An athletics or an acrobatics check to counter. So I'll quickly do this. That's for the first one. It's a 22. And for the second one, 16.
Yeah, both succeed, but I don't think you can grapple 2 at the same time. So I think
Yeah,
you can
okay.
have 1, and you
I
can
can't.
have him. How? Explain to me how you want to hold 2 of them.
Just have their necks like in my arms, kind of grappled both of them, and hold them in a chokehold, one with each arm.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna give it to you. You have 2 of them. The other 2 get away, and the guards come in. Amari is laying on the floor. She's slowly bleeding out. The guards look at what's happening. Do you say anything?
Did the guards pass by the 2 that ran away?
They probably saw them run away, but they were more interested in what was happening in here than actually getting after those 2, because...
Okay. While I'm grappling with these 2, I say, half of you go and chase the other 2 that just ran outside. The other 2 take these over from me. I need to get her back up now.
Okay.
And I try to command them to.
I think they will accept this. You've been in cult for longer, right? They probably have seen you walking around. They see your armor. They see what's happening. They get the urgency of the situation. 2 of them go after the other one. They have They take over the other 2, and you get down to Amari. And I think that's where we're gonna end today, and where we're gonna pick up in 2 weeks.
Oh no. That's a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I figured. I hope all of you had fun.
Yeah.
I know that this was a little bit of a slower episode, but we're building up to something. My name was Jay. You can find me on YouTube at CallMeJay. We will be back in 2 weeks. Exactly, Skatia, 2 weeks in limbo, waiting for what's gonna happen. Anybody else wants to say anything before we go?
Yeah. Hi, my name is CastYourDie. I make music, most of it's in Dutch, some of it's in English. You can find links to all my stuff on my Twitter, which is @CastYourDie. Also, a huge shout out to Skatia, who's also in the chat, she did the art for Maya. You can find her stuff at skatiacomics.com or skatiart on Twitter, and be sure to check out her LGBT comic Cupido on tapas.io. If you just Google Skataya Kato, you'll find it. Also, another shout out to Kui, who did the art for the other characters. You can find her at on her Instagram at instagram.com/kuyattemptsart. That's QUY attempts art, one sentence. And if that's too much information for you, you can also find all that information at the bottom of our About page on Twitch. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitch and at CastYourDie on Twitter to get up to date with all our stuff.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody else still wants to do something?
Goodbye.
I misclicked. No, I think it's fine.
Okay, then in that case, I hope to see all of the people who are watching today back in 2 weeks. And until then, please don't melt due to the heat. And bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.